American Single Malt is a big thing right now.
Yep.
This is Bulleit, their first stab at American Single Malt. Will it live up to the hype? Stick around and find out. Welcome back to Exploring Whiskey. This episode, we're going to revisit the Bulleit lineup.
Bulleit decided to come out with their own American Single Malt. So this is the Bulleit American Single Malt,
It looks like
which
a medicine bottle.
yeah. So that's the cool part. So it's kind of got the same look and feel. Only kicker is it's a green glass versus the clear glass that they usually use.
To keep those people that hate the lighter
It
shades
looks like
of whiskey.
like an old school medicine. Like
It kind of does, yeah.
Them and Bibb and Tucker.
And then the funniest part is they released this in, I think it was early 2024,
Okay.
before American Single Malt actually existed as a category.
Ooh.
Legally, American Single Malt is now a category as of December of 2024. So
Right, I read that.
we actually have a real category for this. We've done a handful of other
Westward.
Boulder.
Yep.
Those are
Yeah,
some really
we've
good
done
ones.
Boulder.
Germany,
We've done.
right? Remember that?
Yeah, that was a good one.
It's a really good
We've
one. The High
done
West. You guys did the High West before
a High
I
West
joined you
one.
boys for the
Absolutely.
party.
We've also done ones that were less impressive. Claremont Steep.
Oh, that was awful.
It's kind of a combination of Scotch rules for single malts and then American like whiskey rules.
So it's where the grain comes from.
So no, not necessarily, but all the same grain,
Okay.
all one distillery, all one, all those kinds of things, all malt, obviously, 100% malt, and then it's got some of the same. It's got our age things. So like Scotland, it's a minimum of 3 years. Well, in America, a lot of our whiskeys are basically it's a minimum of 2 years, but you need to say if it's
Right.
anywhere between 2 and 4, and then if it's older than 4, you don't have to say. So it's like a blend of the two rules.
Frontier whiskey. When I think of frontier whiskey, I think of like Colorado, not
Yeah,
not-
High West.
not Kentucky.
Not Kentucky?
No.
So they do not make this.
Mm-hmm.
They contracted this out to someone in Kentucky because they basically didn't want to turn over, like all their stills are set up to make their bourbons and their ryes, and they really didn't want to shut down and clean it all out and then start all over, so they contracted. They are fully involved and control all the processes around it, but they contract it out.
Okay.
I don't
What
care
a
if-
nose,
I don't-
man.
It's weird.
It's a like super floral.
Very
like,
floral.
It's a blooming floral. Like it's like. Oh my gosh! Almost.
This is going to
perfumey.
sound bad, but it's almost like hand soap kind of
That's what I meant
perfumey.
by perfumey. They're like there's.
But it's not like, it's not
What?
soapy. It's just
I don't.
like
I'm
perfume.
not into the nose in this one.
That's like the brightest bright perfume
Yeah,
note.
and a
I've-
little like there's like citrus like zest popping off at you a little bit.
low proof because I can get way in there.
90?
90, yeah.
Okay,
Palate's way better than those.
agreed.
I need to take a bigger sip. Nose.
Man, it's the palate. I have nothing wrong with the palate. There's a nice sweet like nectary honey. Like that's it's
But there's like oddly there's like a weird spice to this and that is one of the things they tried to play. They wanted to balance like a single malt type note. How it's very different. Like Westward's totally different than bourbon or anything. So they tried to do like this weird using the barrels and using select things to try to make it more as a balance between what single malt could be and what bourbon drinkers are used to. And if you think about what Bulleit tastes like, that kind of a little bit spice forward, there's a little
more harsh.
a little
Yeah.
harsher like
High
note
rye.
to
But
it.
that goes to the frontier whiskey, like that.
Right.
Yeah,
It
Like
kind of,
like a tin cup.
I get a little of that.
I think that perfumey floral that's gonna go away. I swear.
It'll
It's-
open up
like,
and-
even right now, going
move.
back into it, it's softened up. It's gonna go away with oxygen. I think.
I don't know that palate.
It's a little off for me.
See now I'm getting like more peary.
I just get the perfumey.
Better than Claremont.
Oh.
It is nowhere near Westward.
Don't even. Yeah.
No.
or Balcones single malt. But I like single malts. I like scotches. I like
Yeah,
I don't.
yeah.
That's not a profile that offends me.
Right.
I'm a whiskey drinker, not a bourbon drinker. So I kind of get where they're going. To me, it falls a little off.
I think it needs to sit in the barrel more.
And the kicker to
it
me,
needs a like the Westwards and the bolder spirits, like those have a little more body to them.
body
This is
proof.
This is
Those are
thin.
usually higher
Yeah,
proof.
This is pretty thin.
It is. The 90 proof is a little bit low.
Yeah, I even think the High West Frontier whiskey blows this one out of the water.
Stranahan's beats this.
Oh, big time. And their
Yeah.
single barrels, the more and more I try their
That
single
Blue
barrels,
Peak one, and yeah,
that's
Stranahan's is very, yeah.
Yeah.
So all those I consider frontier whiskeys.
Yeah, because they're all
They're all West.
way west. It's
I mean,
fine. It's not great.
And what'd you pay?
60
bucks?
bucks. And that's the kicker, like, which is kind of like right in the middle. Like that's about the average. If you
Yeah.
look at most of those American single malts, they're all right around there.
but I would rather walk 10 feet or switch aisles, $5 less, and buy the 12-year rye.
I didn't mind that. I've tasted. You
And that's a
had that.
95.5. That's
Yeah,
one of the
I know.
95.5s
And
you
it's
were like,
really, I was like, that's pretty freaking solid, but it's also 12-year-old. Man, I was super excited for this too, and it's not quite what I was
unbelievable. I
hoping
got there
for.
for some water because
Yeah,
I'm
all right.
interested.
Yeah.
I don't dislike this. I'm just gonna say
It's
I
not
wouldn't buy
like,
it.
I've got a high.
I wouldn't buy it.
I wouldn't buy
I've
it.
been.
I
I
would
was.
agree.
I had it in my hands probably 5-6 times and thought about it, but I never did. When I came up here today and saw it on the thing, I went, oh, here we go. This determines whether I'm gonna buy it or not. Aguacito in here. Let's see what happens.
I don't necessarily think this is going to help all that much.
It might kill the nose. It might kill that floral.
The nose is a little more proofy.
Yeah, proofy and again, like rye spice, but there's no rye in this. I don't understand.
I'm getting malt and all the things I want.
That's not all the things I want.
Not all the things I want. I'm just thinking single malt.
I
don't
want
want
the
that. I know
sweet,
it's some of that
bready,
floral.
or what? Think like honey smacks that you get off of like some Scotch, like Highland single malts.
Water is even worse. Oh, I'm just ready to shoot this one and be like, just boop, be done.
All right, I'm not quite that offended. It's not
but
great.
I'm getting more of the straw hay note that I don't like.
Yeah,
in
I can see
whiskey.
Oh yeah, if I'm gonna have another pour, it's without water. 100%.
100%. And
I
I thought
appreciate-
my score is going to be like crazy different from you guys, but now after that with water in it,
I
just went,
appreciate the experimentation. I've always said that on a number of distilleries
Right.
that take a leap of faith. You know, but this one,
it needs to be dialed
so
in
the-
a bit more.
All right, I was more disappointed with Beams though,
Me too.
oh yeah,
and especially it being Beam.
yep.
I was so excited for that Claremont Steep, and I was just like, oh my God, this is going to be amazing. And that was
God awful.
horrendous.
Gosh, dirty.
That was really, really horrendous. And we weren't scoring at that point, but I'm sure that would have been solidly in the
Negative.
3s to maybe 4.
That was almost like they went to the grocery store, picked up some people, and said, "Hey, you want to try to make some whiskey?" And then they came out with that.
I don't know. They
give me
may
a
be
score.
onto something.
Give
to
me
your
a-
point, maybe if it stayed in the barrel a little longer, maybe
Age,
higher
Give me
Maybe.
some
proof.
more
I mean,
age. Give me
but
some more
this,
barrel influence.
Nope.
Or do something different. Whatever you did with the grains this time, do something different. Roast them. Do something else. Do something
Do a
else.
toasting or go caramel, honey, whatever.
That initial nose, though,
Woo!
Very
was
hand
weird.
soapy.
All right, you start.
Go for a score. Go for it.
3.
Damn.
I had a 3.4 in my brain.
3. And I've already said it. I'm a big fan of Bulleit. I'm really disappointed in this bottle.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I
say.
absolutely will not buy it unless they come out with another, like a second release. Then maybe I would be tempted.
Yeah, with an announced material change.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's no.
You
I'm
said
a
3
little lighter.
flat.
3.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's. Well, I mean, there's no point at this point. So yeah, I'll just agree with the 3. Because I was gonna be
I'm
like,
gonna say
yeah,
3.4.
like 3.3, 3.2.
I didn't.
It's not
hate
worth
it.
it. No.
If it's not above 3.5, you can't round up. So.
Yeah, I'm not rounding. I'm not rounding up for this one.
3.4.
3.4. All right. This is.
I see. There could be some. There could be a future, or they might scrap it.
So if this were more of the like distillery exclusive or like a little experimental thing, I would have felt better about it.
Yeah.
Because okay, they're messing around, they're trying to find find out what works. If this is what it is going forward, I'm slightly just highly.
I would be if I
More
went to
than
the
slightly,
distillery and bought this, I'd be even more pissed.
I'm highly disappointed.
Even more pissed.
I don't understand why distilleries this big don't do the same thing as Jack Daniels. Do experimental.
Do all those
3.5.
little
Do the small
guys.
little guys and just let it out there and see what you
Because there's
think.
people like me that are big fans of Bulleit and like, oh, you know what?
But you'd buy
Yeah.
it and maybe you'd hear back, or maybe you'd see that the sales go, oh, it's new, and then once people start to hear about it, there's got to be a better feedback.
I don't know. Maybe there's a market for it in Europe.
I got a small place in my heart for Bulleit. That's probably why I gave it the 0.4 extra.
I was sitting on that, super excited for it, and
That was with you bought it.
yeah, I know. I was just like, oh, this is going to be a fun one to review. I am.
Oh,
It was
super
fun.
It was,
it was fun. Yeah, I mean, come on.
But I am slightly disappointed by what's in here. Anyway,
Lightly is an understatement, sir.
let's wrap this up.
This is our review of I'm going to say it's probably the initial release. I'm going to say they're going to take another stab at this.
I don't see batch numbers. I don't see any of that kind of stuff. This is their American single malt.
But single malts is like it's a hot thing. So it's like, all right, they had their first stab at it. It's not great. I think they'll probably take another one.
A lot of the whiskey people say it's the next thing.
Yeah.
I hope
I
hope they take another swing at it, because this is strike one.
Yeah.
Go take a trip to Westward. Let them show what's up.
Right.
Well, they can't. They close their doors. So
Yeah, Westward.
Someone bought them.
Yes, someone bought.
I can't remember who. Someone huge bought them. So
someone needs to
still
revive
there.
it, because that single malt's delicious. We hope you enjoyed our colorful review of the Bulleit American Single Malt. It's not a glowing review, but that's just our palate.
yeah.
There's
Good
probably palates out there that absolutely love this, and then there's some that are going to be in the middle. This review panel, I would say,
Not a huge fan.
Not a huge fan
Not a huge
whatsoever.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Try a pour at a bar if you can.
Highly
But
disappointed.
we've always said we're going to give our honest opinion about it.
Mhm.
Doesn't matter if it was donated to us, if it was sent to us from.
Nope.
We're going to give you our honest opinion, and we've actually we've poo-pooed a distillery before, and they actually made a donation. So
That's true. 100% correct.
we're going to give you our honest feedback, and this is probably the lowest rated whiskey for me in a while.
Since we've started rating, this is the lowest rating we've ever given, and this is honestly, since the Clearmont was probably the last time we really were just like, oh my God, that is so far worse than what we
It's
wanted.
not Jeff the Creed.
Is it down here?
It's not Jeff the Creed.
The Clearmont? No, it's downstairs.
Well, we hope you enjoyed our honest review of the Bulleit American Single Malt. If you did or didn't, you still have the support of the channel. And we'd love for you to hit that like button at the bottom of the screen.
And if you're new to the channel, subscribe. We put out honest reviews of what we're tasting, and we try to find new whiskeys, different whiskeys, rare whiskeys. We run the gamut, do some cocktails, do some pre-made cocktails, whatever it is involving whiskey. We do it, and we'd love for you to join us in our journey.
And if you enjoy it and we're wrong, leave us a comment. And maybe you
it's
had to pour the
it's
bottle.
like your Yellowstone bottle that was just terrible.
Man.
Maybe, yeah. Did we get a bad bottle? Maybe.
Probably
I don't know.
Yeah. Or
Doubt
maybe
it.
you tried yours after it was open for 2 years and it changed. Maybe oxidation does do a difference. I don't know. Leave us a comment.
Love to hear from you.
Let us know. See you on the next episode.
Cheers.
Cheers.